Wondering, is it enough just to believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to be a Muslim, or do you have to start practicing?
Okay, that's a very good question. In reality, in Islam, when we say Iman, which we translate Iman as faith, right? But the problem with translating is that often you lose the meaning of something. But actually, Iman is defined as the belief in the heart, the profession of the tongue, and the action of the limbs. It increases with obedience to God, and it decreases with disobedience to God. So this is the definition of Iman, right? So faith is something that if you have faith truly, and you truly believe in God, then that belief must manifest itself, or it must be present in some way in your actions. Yeah? So therefore, let's go back to something you've already heard me mention today, where the Prophet Muhammad said, he swore by Allah, he is not a believer, the one whose neighbor is not safe from his mischief. So the Prophet ﷺ, he is indicating that a person who believes cannot have this characteristic. In another narration, the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, the believer could steal, the believer could drink alcohol, the believer could be a coward, the believer could be a miser, but the believer could never be a liar. Yeah? Meaning there are some characteristics that it's not possible that someone who has faith, they could have these characteristics. In another narration, the Prophet said, whoever the signs of the hypocrite are four. When he speaks, he lies. When he makes a promise, he breaks it. When he is trusted with something, he betrays it. And when he argues, he is rude. So whoever has one of these has a characteristic of hypocrisy. Whoever has all of them is a complete hypocrite. Now a hypocrite is someone who what? They say they believe, but in their heart they don't believe. Yeah? So a person could say, I believe in Allah, but in reality what we mean in Islam is that the belief in God, the true belief in God, must produce some actions. If it doesn't, then that belief is not true. It's a hypocrisy. You are claiming something that is not true. And I will give you an example. Yeah? If one of the brothers, how do you say fire in Norwegian? Vuur? Huh? Just guessing. Huh? Huh? How do you say fire, fire? Brand? Yeah, brand. Yeah? Good? Yeah? Is that good? If someone comes in running, brand, yeah? And you just sit there, right? You think either the guy, he's a joke, yeah? It means you don't believe him, right? If you believe the man who's saying fire, 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 what you going to do? You're going to run, yeah? This is the reality. Belief must translate itself into action, right? Now if there's something that prevents you, right? You're tied to your seat or, you know, or whatever, that's different, right? But if you really believe, you must have some action. And this is why, according to many scholars, the person who does not pray 5 times a day, when they leave prayer, it is like disbelieving. It's actually like this. It's like they've said, I've left Islam. And this is based upon what the Prophet said. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, the difference between shirk and kufr and iman is as-salah, is the prayer. So whoever abandons it, then that person is a disbeliever. Yeah? And it means either they truly are a disbeliever, or what they have done is so bad, they might as well be a disbeliever. Right? So this is the reality, is that, and you see, there are so many people saying, I'm Muslim, I'm Muslim, I'm Muslim. Right? But when they say, I'm Muslim, what do they mean, many of these people? They mean, that's my culture. Right? They say I'm Muslim, like they might say I'm Pakistani or Somali or Bengali, or they like eat a certain type of food or whatever. That's all it means to them. SubhanAllah, I remember this is, you're gonna, you probably won't laugh now that I said you're gonna laugh, right? But you'll laugh at this, right? Okay? I remember watching, you probably won't laugh, but anyway, you're laughing now. Okay. I remember watching this documentary. Remember Bosnia? Remember what happened in Bosnia? Yeah? The Bosnians, by and large, very few of them were practicing Islam. Right? I remember an interview, and there was an interview with some members of the Bosnian army, and one of them was a Muslim. She's saying, I am a Muslim, but I'm atheist. I don't believe in God. Yeah? Yeah, you did laugh. Yeah? But what she meant by Muslim is that's my ethnicity. I belong and I come from those group of people who call themselves Muslims, just like it's, I don't know, some ethnicity, right? And of course there are Muslims who are dealing in drugs and who are doing many bad things, okay? And they call themselves Muslims. Some of them may even have beards or even wear hijab sometimes, right? You know, sometimes people do that because it's their culture. It's the culture to grow the beard. You often hear about Saudi women. The moment they get on the aeroplane to England, off comes the hijab. The niqab and everything, off it comes. And if you ask them, they just say, well, this is our Saudi dress. They probably don't even know about what Islam teaches about hijab. They're just their culture, you see. So yes, there are many, many Muslims. They use this name Muslim. They may even say, I am proud to be Muslim and this and that. But really for them, it's not to do with faith. It's not to do with belief. It's really a cultural thing. Yeah, so I hope that answers that question.